Good morning. Today I'm back down the beautiful Cannock Chase and my day couldn't have got off to a better start. I entered the chase today from Rugeley town, so walking alongside a few paths into the actual chase itself. Well, I was walking alongside some, I think, grains of wheat, wheat fields, and there's a whole herd of deer, so a bunch of stags, a bunch of females, all looking incredible. Now, I sat on the edge of a wheat field and just waited, hoping they'd come a bit closer, but we all know they have amazing senses of smell. They've got amazing eyesight, amazing hearing as well, so they knew I was coming, a mile off. So I sat and I waited, and I managed to get a bit of video, a bit of photo, and despite the fact they weren't that close, I'm still really happy with what I got. But on top of that, there were also, I think, 3 or 4 swallows flying about over the wheat fields as well. So cranked up the shutter speed, cranked up the ISO, and tried to get a few photos of them as well. And I think I did all right. I took around 200 photos, and I think there's probably 2 or 3 in there I quite like. We'll have to see. Anyway, my plans for today, I'm gonna go for a wander. I'm gonna try find some skylarks, some stone chats, hopefully get some flights in shot, but we'll have to see how it goes, eh? Anyway, thank you for joining me, and let's see what we can find. I've just arrived at my target location. Now today I'm opting for somewhere very different to my usual woodlands. I'm going for somewhere with low ferns, low gorseland, because I'm hoping I'll be able to catch something out in the open and maybe flying low above the ground, maybe sitting on top of the ferns and the gorseland. I guess only time will tell. So I'm going to carry on, have a little walk, see what I can find. I'm currently sat low amongst all the ferns on this disused path. And I don't know if you can hear that. It's because I've currently got a couple of reed buntings who've been circling me and just hopping from fern to fern. On top of that, I've also had a pair of white throats off in the distance, and I can see a pair of stone chat slowly coming over the hill. So hopefully they'll be coming to me pretty soon as well. So I'm pretty glad I've stopped here. It's proven to be a pretty decent location, this. I've just been reviewing the photos and the videos of a reed bunting, and evidently I believe it's feeding its young, and I think that because, well, it's got a mouthful of food. It also keeps returning to an area around sort of 15 or 20 metres behind me where I think I can hear a second reed bunting calling, which I'm going to presume is the youngster. Well, the adult's doing a pretty good job. It's had its mouthful a fair few times now. So lots of caterpillars around here evidently, so hey, it's doing a good job. Now that the wind's picking up a little bit, I'm going to use it as my cue to move on. So this little location here has been actually fantastic. The reed bunting was getting lovely and close to me, which was incredible. There's been, I think, probably around 3 stone chats actually. You know, 2 adults and 1 juvenile knocking around. Now they didn't come anywhere near as close, but they're one of my favourite birds. I'm just happy to see them regardless. You know, the 2 white chats, but yeah. The 2 white throats were also really cool to see, because I don't see as many as I used to. So I don't know if that's because their numbers are dwindling or I'm just a bit unlucky. I'm probably just a bit unlucky. But on top of that, also had a wren. So wrens aren't, you know, uncommon birds by any stretch of imagination. But I didn't expect him because he literally popped up a metre away from me. I just heard a little fluttering of wings even, and just there he was, just sitting on my side. I didn't even bother to take a photo because, well, way too close. But yeah, so I've been sitting down there for about an hour and I've got to head on off now, see what else I can find out about on the chase. I'm going to presume it's going to be a lot more stone chats and, you know, same sort of species. But I still want to try find a skylark if possible, and hopefully try get some shots in flight again, if possible. We'll see how lucky I get. I'm about halfway throughout my hike now, so I think it's about time I started to turn back and make my way out of here. Now, I just came across this beautiful little area, just filled with little streams and, you know, little water bodies, and I very almost fell into an old trap of mine. So it's going back into the woods where I can't see anything, where all the birds are high up in the canopy. So what I'm going to do is walk along the edge of the forest, keep the river to my left, and hopefully I'll be able to catch birds, you know, on the periphery of both sort of little ecosystems, both the grassland and the edge of a woodland. That's the theory at least. We'll see how it pans out. So folks, as we all know, my channel is loosely based around nature and wildlife photography. Well, for years now, I've owned a Bronica 645 ETRS-I film camera. Now, I've been looking for an excuse to break it out once again. So I've been really tempted to take it to a forest and basically just see how I do, you know, my usual style. Have nothing at all planned, just wing it on the day. So, if that sounds interesting to you, if that sounds like something you'd want to watch, please let me know in the comments below and we can all enjoy my struggles together. So then guys, I've had a really awesome morning down here at Cannock Chase. You know what, I think it's time to head on off home and see how all my photos and videos turned out. Anyway, as usual, I just want to thank you for joining me again. So please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later, folks.